Welcome to my channel. Today I will be filming this look right here. I am calling it the kind of glam Valentine's Day, or just whatever you want to use it for. I'd wear this if I went out with my girlfriends or just went out with my husband, or even an event, just to feel beautiful. This is just an everyday, to me, an every, like my go-to glam look. I do really like the neutrals with the smoky. I do have some oranges and some pinks and purples in here. Falsies aren't an everyday thing, but definitely when I go out, I steer away from eyeliner, so I like to use a dark eyeshadow to make this look. I'm also doing the mixing all my foundations together challenge that I've been seeing going around on Facebook. I don't have as many as some other people I've seen. I seen Kelly Struck. I don't know how to say her last name, so hopefully I'm not slaying it. And Casey Holmes are two people that I follow, and I absolutely enjoy and love watching their videos. And I just seen them post videos, and I'm like, oh, that'd be so much fun. I wanted to give it a try. I only had about 5 to mix in, but there are full coverage. I'm a full coverage girl, and I actually really like the way that it turned out. So far it's only been on about an hour, but I'm definitely going to wear it throughout the day, but I actually really like it. Mixing them seemed to make me less cakey than when I would use some of them individually. So yeah, if you guys are interested in getting this look right here, make sure you keep on watching. If you haven't, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I will be uploading twice a week as of now. And yeah, make sure you give this a thumbs up if you like it, and leave me a comment down below on what you think or future videos I should be doing. But yeah, if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, y'all, so now this is the part where I'm going to be mixing all of my foundations together. I can only get together 5, so I'm going to mix the 5 that I have. Most of them are full coverage or medium to full coverage. There's 4 drugstore and 1 high-end. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these together and put this on my face. As you can see, I've already showed you my eyeshadow part, but I'm going to finish my face and then finish off my eyes, and we'll go from there. But we're going to start off with the new Maybelline 24 Hour Superstay Foundation. This is in the color 102 Fair Porcelain. I tried to do a review on this yesterday, but my camera was acting up, so I'm going to have to refilm that look with this. But unfortunately, I didn't get my first reaction trying out. It is too fair for me. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It's not as full coverage as people claim to be, but I'm going to add this into my little dish. I have one right here. So I'm just going to do, I'll do 2 pumps of each because I only have 5 right now to use. The next one is the Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in a little bit darker color. This is in the 112 Natural Ivory. This one is pretty close to my shade. I just feel like they do oxidize, so it's a little pink for me. That's just my opinion. But hopefully with this, I don't know how well this is gonna match my skin tone, but we will see. I mean, primarily most of them are my skin tone. Some are a little darker when I am a tiny bit tanner in the summer. I don't spray tan. I don't really go out in the sun that much, and I don't bake in a tanning bed. I just prefer to be natural. I am pretty pale. I gotta shake this one up. This one hasn't been used in a little bit. I actually bought this one for my wedding day. I was a little darker, but this was still pretty dark on my wedding day. Unfortunately, it did oxidize, and I had tested it out prior, but it did last the day, which is what I needed because it was pretty warm outside in September. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is in shade 2.5. I'm going to do 1 pump of that in here. And it is a little bit thick foundation, so it's more like 2 pumps, but this is what it looks like so far. Then I have the Loreal Paris. This is the Infallible Pro Matte. It's actually about low because I actually really like this foundation, and I have super dry skin. I have textured skin. As you can, I am broken out. My skin is raging right now. But this is the 101 Classic Ivory as well. I usually end up leaning towards ivory. So I'm going to squirt a little bit in here. And then I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, which this one is amazing, especially for every day. If I'm just running or going to the doctors or whatever I'm doing, this is what I usually lean towards. I love this foundation. It's really inexpensive from the drugstore, and this is in 202 Creamy Neutral. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but it is like all different colors. None of these are the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the back of my brush and mix them in. I figured it would make a lot more than that, but hopefully there's enough for my face. If not, I'll have to mix more. I think they are a mixture. Most of them are mattes. I do have one kind of dewy, but I'm just going to use what's on the brush to put that on my face. I don't have anything else to apply it. I might try with my foundation brush and then maybe go over with my beauty blender. Primarily I usually use a beauty sponge. I use the L'Oreal. I've been using that for years. It's my favorite, so maybe we'll try it with the foundation brush first and see maybe one side and do the beauty blender on the other. But I have high hopes for this. It's going to be full coverage because there are a lot of full coverage foundations in here. It's pretty pale actually. I think it's that 24-hour foundation that's bringing out that pale color, because all the other foundations are my color. actually like the way that this is blending that with the brush. And I am a full coverage girl, so I will take it. I will see. I can definitely see where it's starting to oxidize, which is definitely probably the Urban Decay, because the Urban Decay oxidizes quite a bit. I did notice the Maybelline Fit Me oxidizes as well on my skin. It's still pretty pale. I mean, I'm pale, but I usually end up making it work with my bronzer. I mean, it seems to be covering pretty well. It's definitely cakey, but then again, that's one of the things that I had a problem with the Urban Decay and the 24-hour Superstay foundation. I really noticed that it would like sink into my texture and my pores and my cheeks and through my T-zone, which I'm pretty dry. I mean, I have no oils except when it's warm outside or when I'm sleeping and I first wake up. I do tend to get oily, especially like around my nose, but I mean, it's pretty cakey. Luckily I don't have a whole lot of running to do today. I do have to run out and do something today, but nothing that this makeup won't be too crazy. People won't be looking at me like I'm crazy. Maybe I'll try. I don't want to do a second coat because then I'll make it even cakier. So hopefully once I add my concealer and everything, it'll help conceal some of these blemishes because they are raging for sure right now. We got a lot of acne, even as adults. It's not too bad though. Like, I mean, the color, since some of the foundations are starting to oxidize, I'm still pale, but for the most part, it's blending to my neck pretty well. I mean, there's no, like, you can't tell a drastic difference. But yeah, I think it's not too bad. I mean, this 24-hour foundation, this one right here, seems, yes, when I tested out yesterday, to really emphasize all my texture and my pores, and I did not like that about this. But I think overall, from mixing them, I think the L'Oreal really helped, because the L'Oreal does not sink into my texture. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of my routine and do the rest of my face. And then we'll come back to the end and I'll tell you my thoughts on it and what I think. This is the completed look, you guys. I went ahead and just filled in my brows. I used the It Cosmetics brow power. This is in like a, I think this one's just universal taupe. Yeah, so I used that. I went ahead and put my lashes on. I used the Ardell Demi Wispies. Yeah, and then I just put a gloss over top of my lips, and that's pretty much it. Looking at the foundation, I actually really liked it. It's not too cakey, and I'm actually surprised because a lot of the foundations, if I use them individually, they turn out to be pretty cakey. So I like it. I mean, it looks pretty good so far. I did just complete my makeup. It took me, let's say, about 45 minutes from start to finish. I did have to take a little break in between there. But yeah, I really like it, and if you guys like it, definitely try it out and tag me in it if you do decide to try it yourself in any pictures. I think it's good for a night out, for Valentine's Day, just running, or if you just want to feel beautiful. But yeah, if you like it, make sure you give my video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I will be uploading twice a week. So yeah, until next time, guys. Bye!